y'all, it's Ginger. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to swatch this beautiful advent calendar. We've already opened it. If you want to see that, it's in the previous video. Go check it out. But I'm going to swatch all of these and we're going to do some comparisons because I know everybody wants to see that. And I'm trying to get it done as soon as possible because, you know, that way you guys have time to go buy this if you want it. But I know a lot of people want to see the comparisons. I've just been swamped. October's the busiest month for me, and when this stuff starts coming out early, it gets extra busy. So, and I know it's like that every year. I have another advent calendar. It will be here tomorrow that I need to get filmed as soon as possible from a different company. So stay tuned for that. So I don't have my flash turned on because the last time I filmed this opening, there's so many like sparkles and pretty things in here. I had my flash turned on to kind of highlight that, but I noticed it kind of turned things a little yellowish. So I'm going to try to keep my flash off. I've got my windows open today. So if you hear some outside noise, that's what that is. But yes, we are going to swatch all of these and I'll do comparisons mainly on the creams. The glitters are going to be pretty unique. And of course there's some top coats in here. The formulas are different, blah, 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 so on, same old stuff. But there's two in here that do not say they're magnetic, but it says on the website that they're magnetic. And we had no idea that they were magnetic. They're beautiful on their own, but they're also magnetic. So I will show you that as well. Yeah, so let's get into it. And we're gonna do this a little differently than what I normally do my swatch videos. So we're gonna start out, there's not gonna be a comparison for this one. So I'm just gonna kind of swatch it for you guys and then we'll move on to the next one. I'll save everything that I'm gonna compare to the side for last and we'll do that. So this is a rubber base. Ooh, my phone stand spring just popped, scared me. So this is a rubber base. I do have videos about rubber bases on my channel here if you want to learn more about them, but essentially it's a base coat. You can apply it very thinly, or you can build it up a little bit and make it more of like a structured manicure. You can leave it the color of, you know, the rubber base itself and put some like stamping over it or just simply top coat it. You can finish file it if you need to, or you can paint over it. The rubber bases come in a ton of different colors and I really, really like them a lot. So of course they are a bit thicker. You can see the beautiful sparkle in there. Try to get my light down here. Look at how pretty that is. I really, really love a rubber base. And the fiber base that they just came out with recently, you guys, that stuff is awesome. I think I might like it a little bit better than this. I'm not sure yet. I'm still testing it, but I've got it on a couple of clients. So far, it's working out really good. So, like I said, you can do it really, really thin, or you can build it up. I'm trying, it's hard on these swatch sticks because they're a little, you know, wavy and lumpy bumpy, but that's what it looks like with just like a really thin coat. It's really pretty. I'm gonna build it up just a bit for you guys. Just a little bit. You don't want it, you know, super, super thick. Just enough to give that gel polish manicure some structure. And it will self-level. With the glitter chunks in it, it takes a little bit longer to self-level than a regular just cream would, but it does self-level really nicely. And I find that a little tiny detail brush actually helps that a lot better. So that's what it looks like built up on a natural nail. That would be stunning. It'd be so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna cure that, set it to the side. We'll just set that back in there so I can kind of keep track. Where's day two? Day two is definitely one that we will compare. Like I said, at the end, we'll do the comparisons. I feel like this might actually take a little longer doing it this way, but it's okay. Maybe we'll split it up into two videos. We'll see how it goes here. But this is a like pink toned red. It is called Fireside Embrace. It's absolutely beautiful. And I've been dying to swatch this and see the pigmentation on it. You can see when you first swipe it, you get that kind of pink undertone. These are not my favorite reds. They're pretty and they definitely have a place. They're just not my absolute favorite. I like a blue toned red, like a blood red, so deep and pretty. I don't like the ones that have the pink undertone to them. But for Valentine's Day, these kind of reds are really pretty. But for Christmas, I don't love them. So that definitely needs 2 coats. Gonna cure that. I'm gonna do this a little quicker for you guys. So let me get everything out. I wanna keep its day because if I don't, I will totally forget what goes where. Okay, this one is a top coat. And the rest, I believe, are polishes for, let's just do them all here. And then I'll go ahead and speed up the video like I normally do for my swatches. And I'll stop periodically and show you anything special, like top coats or special effects as far as like the magnetic ones go. So that way the video will go by just a little quicker for you guys. Okay. Now they're all up in their spot. Let's go ahead and swatch this top coat and then we'll speed things up and get through the swatches and then also do the comparisons. This top coat, by the way, you guys, is probably my favorite thing in this box. It's the prettiest top coat ever. It's got gold and silver in it, and the little bits of silver in it are reflective. So not only is it just so super sparkly on its own, when the light hits it and the flash hits it, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I'll do that real quick for you. Do you see the reflective? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. I've put this on people already over an orange. It was stunning for Halloween. Over like purples, blues, anything. Over white, literally anything. This is gonna be the perfect topper, like, of all time. So very excited for that. Okay, so we have everything swatched. I'm gonna move my box out of the way, grab all my swatch sticks, and we'll do the comparisons. I do want to mention, I don't think I had this one swatched because I don't think I swatched anything out of any of the advent calendars like ever. This is the first time I've done an actual like swatching video. So I know I wanted to compare it to this one. I know it's not the same, but I think it would be nice to have it swatched. A lot of the colors from the advent calendars in the past have been full or minis, not full-size products. They've had a few full-size ones here and there, and I've probably got them on my shelf somewhere. I've given away a lot of my minis, and I turned a lot of the minis into little Christmas ornaments as well for a Christmas tree, and I don't even know where they're at. They're somewhere put away in a box with Christmas decorations. So I've never swatched all the minis, even the exclusive ones. I do have one swatch ring. I don't have them named, and they're in a weird, like the sticks are like a shape of like a key. They're a very weird shaped swatch stick that I swatched some minis that were just an exclusive. They don't make them in the full size. So, and then some of the minis that came in the boxes were like just miniature sizes of what you could get in a full size product. So I just want to let you guys know that I may not have all the colors you might want to see these compared to, especially if it's a past advent calendar box. So full disclosure there. But I did want to pull this one off because it reminds me the most of day 12. And I'm gonna label these because I can't remember the names. What was day 12? Nutmeg spice. You know what? This would look really pretty over a brown. It would kind of look like fruitcake, don't you think? I think that's cool. And then this one is called, is it Christmas Essence? No, Best Year Ever. It's got a lot of colors in it. Could really be used for New Year's, Christmas. I like that it's got a lot of colors in it. This could be for a birthday. It's very pretty. This one, very Christmassy. So this one a little bit more versatile, and this one definitely a bit more Christmassy. And these were the two magnetic ones. They were called Sugar Plum and Copper Radiance, and that was day 9 and 7. And they're really pretty. So I've had this on a client, didn't even know it was cat eye. It's just beautiful on its own. So you can definitely use them without the cat eye effect for sure. So, and I want to compare this one, which is called Golden Time, to Bee's Knees. So I'm going to grab the swatch stick out so we can show you this one side by side. Now you can use these as a topper if you wanted to, or you can build it up. I think it'd be beautiful as a topper over like a red or a green. Let me turn my flash on here. Oh my gosh. So you can see how this one is more of like a silvery look to it with like a lot of other colors. You can see some teals and blues and maybe even a little pink in there. And this one is very like red, green, and gold. Both gorgeous though. And I am so glad to have both of these. So these are gonna be so fun for Christmas, but move that one out of the way. I'm gonna get all this cleaned up, grab my swatch sticks, and we'll do the comparisons to the rest of these. It's gonna be mainly this green one, red one, and then this one here, I really love. It's called Crystal Aurora. It's meant to be like a topper. You're not gonna be able to get this opaque completely on its own. You could put it over white, you could put it over black, blue, purple, whatever, and it's gonna be really beautiful. It's gonna give you a really cool, almost like a chromed effect. Without having to use chrome. I don't think we have anything like that, but I'll check. Yeah, so let me grab my swatch stick. Okay, so here are some of the ones that I was telling you about that I had like swatched on these weird shaped swatch things and never put a name on them because I don't have anywhere really to stick a label. So wasn't this called like something like Christmas jeans or something? It's got like little speckles in it. And we've got like this topper one, which looks really similar to Crystal Aurora. It's not quite the same, but yeah, there are those. Again, I have no idea what any of these names are. None of them are identical to what we have here, so I'm just gonna toss those out the way. And let's go ahead and look at these blues. And we'll compare it to, now the name on this blue one is like Frosted Crystal, but I don't know, I spelled mine like this, but they have an A in theirs. I don't know if it's a typo or if it's supposed to have the A in it, and it's just something I don't understand, but I didn't put it in mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into these bright blues down here. And we have NSFW, which is not suitable for work. From what collection was that? The Office collection? Not the same. Here we have Ready, Set, Ski. I already kind of showed you that one in my previous video. It is somewhat similar to it. It's a little bit brighter and lighter. Then we have Take Me to Mykonos, Blue Monday, which we're getting a little bit closer there. This one is still brighter than Blue Monday. Scorpio Season, Road Trip, which is like navy electric blue. Definitely not the same. Magic Night, no. Navy, nope. Mahalo, none of those. These are more like dusty, tealy blues. And then we have our shimmers. Sapphire City, so pretty. Here is Behind the Scenes. Nope. So nothing is identical to Frosted Crystal. It's a very pretty blue. Let me grab Amanda's Perfect Blue real quick, because I was telling you in my last video, I don't have Perfect Blue. This kind of reminded me of Ready, Set, Ski and Perfect Blue like together. So let me grab hers real quick. So I don't know where her swatches are, but I have the bottle. This is Perfect Blue. And it is a good bit lighter. So, and then Ready, Set, Ski. Grab it real quick. It's just like more electric than this. So, yep, there's all of that. So that's the blue one. Let's check the red one next. Okay, Fireside Embrace. It's like a pinky toned red. So it's not like an orangey red like Welcome to Las Vegas or Love Out Loud. Those ones have a very like orange undertone to them. This one's a bit deeper. So, an Affair to Remember, that one would be much closer. It's actually quite similar. It's just a little tiny bit darker. Ever so slightly, but it has that same pinky undertone. And then we have the red, Love Potion, not quite the same. Mother Trucker, very similar to that. It's not 100% identical. When you get into the reds though, I mean, they're also very similar. Sunset in Florida, this one is so pretty. This is more of that blue toned red I was telling you about, like a deep Christmassy red. It doesn't have that pink undertone to it. This is my favorite kind of red. Miss Dorothy, it's lighter than that one. Too Busy to Care, that one they don't make anymore. That was my all-time favorite red, and Sunset in Florida has replaced it. Here we have the Strip. That is also a really good red. It's somewhere between like a nice blue tone red and like a brighter orangey tone red. It's really nice as well. I love this one for Christmas, the Strip. Here we have our maroony reds. None of these are the same. Yeah, so probably closest to An Affair to Remember. Not identical, but fairly similar. Not super, super unique, but a nice red nonetheless. All right, we're gonna do the green one next. I think I have more greens than this. Yes, I do. Okay, so this has got some like teals and like olive greens and stuff on it, but we'll definitely check it. This one's called Divine Noel, and this is Lost in the Woods. It's much lighter than that. Lonely Boy, much lighter than that. These are getting more into the tealy colors. So none of those. Here are olive colors. None of those. Some more like tealy colors and some deeper olives. So none of those. We'll check these ones. This is our more bright, limey, like grassy green colors. Green highlighter. Of course, these are really, really bright. Here we have neon lime green, Eden Garden, Good Luck. Here we have camouflage. It is not the same as camouflage, but here is Mother Nature. It's somewhere between camouflage and Mother Nature. It would fit really good right there. It's kind of like a nice muted grassy green. So Mother Nature is like a bright grassy green, and then this one is just a little bit more muted, but it's not quite the same tone as camouflage. Hopefully that's picking up in camera. I think it is. So you can see the difference there, because I know somebody asked me about that one. So yeah, so kind of unique. Divine Noel. It's a really, really nice green. It'll be great for Christmas. Of course, we have Christmas Eve Sky, which is a topper. We're not going to have anything like that. That one's very unique. Honestly, I would almost buy the box just for that one. It's so pretty. I've used it on everything. We've got our rubber base, which is Fairy Primer. Really don't have anything quite like that. I'm gonna check and see if we have anything like this Clouded Pearl. I don't think we do, but I am gonna check. Then we have Nutmeg Spice, which I've already compared to the Christmas one. I'm gonna check these. I'm definitely gonna check that one. Ballerina Blush and Crystal Aurora. Okay, I wanna check Golden Time to Bee's Knees. And I am still digging for Bee's Knees. It's in there somewhere, but this is like the toppers and the unique looking shades that have like all the specklies and stuff in it. So I thought Clouded Pearl, I would check in here for anything that might look similar. I really don't have anything. Also, Crystal Aurora. These are all so unique, which I love. There's something different for everything you can think of. There's Fairy Dust. It's got like a milkiness to it. Definitely not the same. Yeah. So nothing for Clouded Pearl or Crystal Aurora. And then the two cat eyes are very unique. There's nothing that we have that is like this. If there's something in particular that you have and you're like, I gotta see that next to it, message me on Instagram at Ginger Sparks. I'll be more than happy to hold them up side by side if I have them. That way you guys can see if it looks similar or not. But there's nothing that I'm seeing that I can think of to compare it to that's gonna be like those ones at all. Still looking for Bee's Knees, but while I have this here, we'll take Ballerina Blush and compare it to a few here, like Canadian Winter, from Finland with Love. They're very similar to those. It's more opaque. However, these are more semi-sheers. Here is Water Tower. These ones are a bit more opaque. Australian Wonder, Riverwalk. It's not 100% the same, but I don't think this is a super unique color either, Ballerina Blush. It's like a super, super, super like pink toned white, like super pale pink toned white. It's very, very subtle, but it is beautiful. It had a little bit of shadowing when I swatched it, but on that second coat, it was perfect. And then we have like the pastel wheel here that has like, what's that, cherry petals. That's also kind of that super light pink. This one's even lighter, but fits in well with these colors here. So this would be a great background color to stamp like white snowflakes on. I think it would be really beautiful because it's such a pale pink that the white would pop on it, but it's still not like super, super of a big contrast, like blue with white stamped on it, for instance. I think it would be really pretty. Finally found it. So we've got Bee's Knees right here and Golden Time. So Golden Time isn't quite as yellow toned as Bee's Knees, but they have very similar glitters in them. And Golden Time is just a bit more like holographic, I think because it's lighter. There's rock in it. And the other ones from that collection, which are really pretty. I think I like this one better. And you can still use this as a topper. If you just did one thin coat, this would be beautiful over other colors. Or you could just build it up on its own. And then I have a couple other ones here they're a lot older, but for instance, Moon Dust, that was from the Korean collection. And then we have Stardust, that's an oldie but a goodie. Those ones have much thicker chunks of glitter in them, but similar in tone. So that is everything from the advent calendar, swatched and compared. Again, if I missed anything that you want to see side by side, give me a message on Instagram at Ginger Sparks. That's really the best way for me to like take a picture and send it back to you. And if you have any other questions about anything, comments, concerns, leave those below. I have another advent calendar on its way from Maniology, so that is always fun. Looking forward to opening that for you guys. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.